So if we constantly are poised in the remembrance that everything is the mother, everything is myself, then what will I forgive? Sri Aurobindo writes in his Thoughts and Aphorisms, God struck me with a human hand. Shall I have the audacity to tell him, I forgive you your insolence, O God, but do it not again? He's saying it tongue in cheek. So if everyone is the mother giving me the experiences I need for my growth, and mother says it, everyone is me wearing a silly mask, then whatever anyone does to me, there's a constant state of ongoing forgiveness. There's no grudge that arises. So there was a beautiful little vignette I read today. Once when the mother was in her body, there was a girl who had a tooth decay and her cheek had swollen up like this. And she met, I think, Nalini, I'm not sure, but Nalini and some other disciples were down, and they ushered her up to mother's room. And mother saw her, looked at her fiercely and gave her a tight slap on that swollen thing. And the girl was in shock. She started crying. She ran out of the room and said, this is the wickedest thing that's been done to me. I'm taking the train home and going away from Pondicherry. And she was stepping out, and Nalini told her, hey, what happened? Where's your swelling gone? And suddenly she realized her swelling had gone and her pain had gone. So mother as Mahakali had slapped out the force or energy that was causing it. Now, because it was the mother and the result was so obvious to her, she felt overwhelmed with gratitude. But that's what Sri Aurobindo is saying, God struck me with a human hand. But we forget that anyone who strikes us is finally mother striking us. So while we don't have to be stupid, we have to protect ourselves, but without holding grudges and hatred in our heart. There was another story of a elderly lady who was shivering and had a shawl and was waiting to go up for darshan to mother. And there was another person who was helping her out, and he was behind this lady. And mother saw this lady, and she was giving toffees, and she fiercely looked at her and she said, what's that you're wearing? And she looked at the shawl and she threw the toffee at her. And this other sadhak said, this is not the way to behave with an elderly. So we are full of mental judgments, no? Why is mother being so mean? This is not right. And he did pranam also in a half-baked way because he was losing faith in the mother. And next day he was coming down and he saw the lady, she was without a shawl, and he asked her that, you had such high fever yesterday, why have you come down without a shawl? So she said that yesterday at 11 o'clock, without doing anything, my fever just went away. Mother wasn't scolding me, she was scolding the fever. So we judge everything with our human mind and we take it so seriously, but we can never understand mother's working. That's what Sri Aurobindo writes in the Mother, that however intelligent your mind is, you will never ever be able to follow the mother's working. So it's always good to suspend judgment. When you know that your mind is incapable of understanding, just suspend judgment and trust that mother knows what she is doing.